Okay, let's discuss measures of dispersion. So, what are measures of dispersion? So, when we say measures of dispersion, it is also called variability. So, variability rin ang tawag sa kanya. It describes how spread out or scattered a set of data is. So, dito nalaman natin yung spread out tsaka yung scattered ng data. So the first measures of dispersion is the range. So from the definition, the range is the simplest measures of dispersion. It's the difference between the highest and the lowest value. Actually, na-discuss ko na to before, di ba? Sabi, ang range daw ay equal sa highest minus lowest. So, for example, given the data set, we have 2, 5, 8, 12, 15. So, to get the range, let's find the highest. So, this is the highest. So, highest is 15. And this is our lowest. So, lowest is 2. Therefore, 15 minus 2 is equal to 13. So, the range is equal to 13. Question. If none, raise your hand. Madali lang naman ang range. Yes, Althea, may question ba? Napindot lang. Sige. Sige. Next po, yan po ang range Variance. So, variance measures how far a set of numbers is spread out from their average. From their average mean. Kung gaano ba naka-spread out sa average yung variance. So this is the formula of population variance. Take note, this is the symbol of population variance. It is equal to the summation of the square of x minus mean over n. Ito yung population mean population mean. Ibig sabihin, kailangan muna natin kunin yung population mean. So, again, this is the population variance. Ito yung data point. This is the symbol of population mean. And this is the number of data points. Example. So suppose we have the following data set representing the number of hours 5 students spent studying for a test. So given the data set, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So the first step to find the variance is you need to find first the mean. Kailangan nyo munang kunin yung population mean. Ang gagawin nyo lang, di ba, naituro ko na kung paano kumuha ng mean, i-add nyo lang siya. So, 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10, then, i-divide nyo sa 5. Kasi we have 5 students. So, 30 divided by 5 is equal to 6. O, tandaan nyo, ang mean niya ay 6. Yan yung gagamitin natin mamaya sa formula. And then, ito na po yung magiging table nyo. Data point, ito yung mga scores. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then, ang na-compute natin na mean kanina, di ba? Ang mean natin ay equal sa 6. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng data point, ima-minus nyo sa 6. Kaya nagkaroon ng 2 minus 6, kasi 2 to. 4 minus 6, 6 minus 6, 8 minus 6, then 10 minus 6. So, we have negative 4. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. 6 minus 6 is 0. Then 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. And 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. And then after that, after getting the difference, i-square nyo lang siya. The square of negative 4 is 16. Why? Because negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. Then, negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. Then, 0 times 0 is equal to 0. Then, 2 times 2 is 4. Then, 4 times 4 is equal to 16. May question po ba sa table? If none, raise your hand. Thumbs up na lang pala. Ayan. Now, the next step is you have to find the sum of this. Sige nga, anong sum nito? Ano po ang magiging sum niyan? Kapag inad nyo, ilan po yan? Paki-chat nga po kung ilan. Yes, you are correct, Kate. The sum is 40. So, 40 po ang magiging sum niya. Ngayon, meron na tayong the sum of the square of x minus mean. Yun ay, ito yung 40 natin, ito yung n natin ay 5. So, 40 divided by 5 is equal to 8. Ibig sabihin, Ito yung variance nyo. Ganun lang kadali yung variance. Another example. Let's say, ibang example na to ha. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kunin natin yung variance niyan. O, sige nga. Ang unang step, kunin muna ang mean. Sino magbibigay ng mean? Ano ang mean po niyan? Ano po ang mean? Yes, very good. 3. So, ibig sabihin, 3 na. Then, yung first column nyo, 1. Sulat nyo lang, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then, yung next column, isusubtract nyo yung mean sa data point. So, 1 minus 3, 2 minus 3, lahat 3 ah. 3 minus 3, then 4 minus 3, and then 5 minus 3. Lahat sila 3. 1 minus 3 is equal to negative 2, and then i-square nyo lang to. I-square nyo lang siya. Equal sa 4. 2 minus 3, negative 1. I-square nyo lang din. This is equal to 1. And then, 3 minus 3 is 0. Siyempre, this is 0. And then, 4 minus 3 is 1. Square nyo lang din. This is 1. 5 minus 3 is 2. Square is equal to 4. Then, add nyo. Ano magiging sum yan? 4 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 4. Ilan? 10. So, ibig sabihin, 10 ang mean nyo. Ay, 10 ang mean nyo. 10 yung summation of x minus mean nyo. And then, apply nyo na yung formula, 10 divided by, ilan ba ang data points nyo? Ilan? Ilan ang data points? Ilan ang score na binigay? Ilang estudyante? Yes, 5. I-divide nyo lang siya sa 5. So, 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. Ibig sabihin, ito yung variance nyo. 2. Ganun lang kadali yung variance. Now, meron tayong tinatawag na standard deviation. Ang technique lang, kapag standard deviation, kinukuha lang yung square root ng variance. Ang nakuha nating variance kanina ay 8, di ba? Kapag kinuha nyo yung square root nito, kunin nyo lang yung square root niyan, yun na magiging standard deviation. So, 2.83 yung standard deviation niya. Kanina, doon sa isang example, di ba sa isang example kanina, 2, kukunin nyo lang yung square root nun. Yun ang standard deviation. For example, the variance is equal to 4. Example what is the standard deviation? Ano standard deviation? Yes, very good, 2. So, ganun lang kadali yung standard deviation. Naiintindihan po? May question po ba sa variance and standard deviation? So, kung may question kayo, pwede kayong mag-comment. Kung wala, very good. May question po ba?